Hello guys, good morning, welcome back to the Dugout Football channel where it is time for Bundesliga Matchweek 27 predictions. The Bundesliga came back with an absolute bang. We had 25 goals this game week and it has been a fantastic way to bring it back. I'll tell you some of the things I like and obviously some of the things that I thought were very interesting. So, things I like. I like the fact that when the substitutes were coming off, that the substitutes were getting a mask, basically when they were coming off. Obviously, I understand the social distancing on the benches, but obviously the managerial staff obviously are out there as well. I like the fact that they're social distanced in the stands. I quite like that as well. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like everyone will say that okay, the football was very good at times. There's been some horrendous defending. There's been some woeful goalkeeping, that has to be said. And we've not missed bloody VAR, have we? So that's one thing you could say for sure. But all in all, a very successful return. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Shout out to Johnny Does Bundesliga, who obviously won the match week 26. Obviously, I got 5 points. Shane O'Donnell, I think, got 7 points, and obviously Johnny Bundesliga got 8. So congratulations to you. Obviously, if you want to put your predictions in the comment section, then please do. Feel free to join in at home. Obviously, I'll leave a template of these fixtures coming up, and all you have to do is basically copy and paste and basically get your predictions in the comments, or even this is obviously going to be a premiere. Obviously, get your predictions in the live chat as well. So let's have a quick look at how match week 26 unfolded. So Dortmund Schalke, I went for a 3-1 win to Borussia Dortmund. It finished 4-0 to Borussia Dortmund, and it was quite one-sided, it has to be said. Leipzig Freiburg, I went for a 2-0 win to RB Leipzig. It was a 1-1 draw. So obviously Leipzig losing ground on the top two, it has to be said. Hoffenheim Berlin, I went for a 2-2 draw between the sides. Finished 3-0 to Hertha Berlin, which was one of the surprises of the weekend for sure. Düsseldorf Paderborn went for a 2-1 win to Düsseldorf. It finished 0-0. Augsburg Wolfsburg, I went for a 3-1 win to Wolfsburg, and it finished 2-1. So very close with that one. Frankfurt Mnchengladbach went for a 2-1 win to Mönchengladbach. It finished 3-1. So again, very close to that one. Cologne Mainz went for a 2-0 win to Cologne. It finished 2-2. And Union Berlin Bayern Munich went for a 3-1 win to Bayern Munich. It finished 2-0 to Bayern Munich. And Werder Bremen Leverkusen, I went for a 3-0 win to Leverkusen. It finished 4-1. So the table as things stand. So obviously with Leipzig drawing, this is what's happened. So Bayern Munich still lead the way on 58 points. Borussia Dortmund second on 54. Borussia Mönchengladbach on 52. RB Leipzig losing ground on the top two, 51 points. Bayer Leverkusen 50. Then there's a big gap to Wolfsburg in 6th place with 39. Freiburg and Schalke on 37. Hoffenheim on 35. Cologne on 33. Hertha Berlin on 31. Union Berlin on 30. Eintracht Frankfurt on 28. Augsburg on 27. Mainz on 27. And then the bottom three we have Fortuna Düsseldorf at 23. Werder Bremen 18. And Paderborn getting a decent point away from home on 17. So that's obviously match week 26 done and dusted. So let's look at the fixtures for match week 27. And my goodness me, what a game to begin the game week. I mean, it's a fantastic game. Obviously, it's going to be very interesting as well. So the games we have: Friday night, Hertha Berlin, Union Berlin. A derby day, or derby night, you would probably say, in Berlin. So that could be very interesting, that one. And then my game of the weekend is definitely Borussia Mönchengladbach against Bayer Leverkusen. Obviously that is 3rd place against 5th place, so that's going to be a very interesting one, that one. Wolfsburg against Borussia Dortmund. Tricky test for Dortmund. Very tricky test, that one. Freiburg against Werder Bremen. Paderborn against Hoffenheim. Bayern Munich against Eintracht Frankfurt. That is a 5:30 game. And then the Sunday games, we have 3 Sunday games. 12:15 we have Schalke against Augsburg. 2:30 we've got Mainz 05 versus RB Leipzig. And then the 5 o'clock kickoff is Cologne versus Düsseldorf. So there's no Monday night games, but there is a Friday night game. And the first game to preview is Hertha Berlin against Union Berlin. Obviously, Hertha Berlin going away to Hoffenheim, winning by 3-0 the last time. And it was a very, very good performance. I don't think anyone expected Berlin to go away to Hoffenheim and win, but they managed to do that. And especially the third goal, Kunha, I think his name is, brilliant, absolutely brilliant goal. Basically got the ball in the byline, took it inside, and he just curled it past the goalkeeper, which is absolutely fantastic. Only thing I will say about Hertha Berlin though, there was something that happened at the end of the game. I think it was Dedrick Boyata. He planted a kiss on Marko Grujic. Now, obviously, we all know about social distancing, etc., but obviously that is something that's not going to be allowed in the game, unfortunately. So, one of the things I didn't also like about that was the fact that obviously they can't shake hands, but they were like clenching elbows together, which I thought was very, very interesting. So that was another thing. But obviously they're back in front of the home fans, Hertha Berlin. Very good away win. So yeah, derby night on Friday night. Union Berlin obviously coming away with a 2-0 defeat to Bayern Munich, but I have to say, Union Berlin did give them a good game. They gave them a really, really good game. They stayed in the game for most of that second half, and then, you know, obviously they didn't take their chances. And against Bayern Munich, you have to take your chances, unfortunately. So, but it was a very, very good performance from Union Berlin. And to be honest, like, obviously, like, their home is in front of like almost a forest, or it's in like a German wood or something. So, but Union Berlin were absolutely very good against Bayern Munich, and very unlucky to obviously lose 2-0 in the end, but yeah, they do have to take their chances in that game. So, derby night, obviously Hertha Berlin, Olympiastadion, an empty Olympiastadion as well. That's a stadium I have been to in Germany, and actually, is the Olympiastadion. It's a very, very good stadium. Obviously, 1936 Olympics as well. So, very, very interesting stadium. But for this game, I'm going to go for Hertha Berlin to win, because obviously they've got home advantage. I think Union Berlin did really well to hold Bayern Munich to a 2-0 defeat. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Hertha Berlin. And I think Hertha Berlin will continue their recent good form for sure. So, the next game to preview is a 2:30 kickoff, and it's probably my game of the weekend. It's Borussia Mönchengladbach against Bayer Leverkusen. Both of these sides on very, very good wins. Mnchengladbach winning 3-1 at Eintracht Frankfurt. Bayer Leverkusen winning 4-1 against Werder Bremen last night. Mönchengladbach, very, very good away win against Eintracht Frankfurt. Very, very good. Obviously, they scored inside 40 seconds, which is always a good start for sure. Obviously, Thuram and I think it's Plee. I think the two they were very, very good in front of goal. Sommer did keep Mönchengladbach in it. Obviously, Eintracht Frankfurt did have their chances, but to be honest, they're a very good attacking side, Mönchengladbach, and to be honest, they are very, very don't count them out for the title just yet. If they can get a couple of wins, I think it'd be very, very interesting. But obviously they're coming up against the Bayer Leverkusen side, who look like they haven't been away at all. I mean, that was a fantastic performance from Leverkusen the other night there. Obviously last night, I should say, Kai Havertz getting 2 goals. I mean, who else? I mean, Kai Havertz playing as a false 9 to begin with is very, very interesting, but he played his part. And obviously Bellarabi came on. He got the fourth, but Bayer Leverkusen took advantage of some really slack defending from Werder Bremen, and it was a very, very good win. So obviously Bayer Leverkusen can continue winning, then maybe they'll be in the shout for the title. But I tell you something, if they keep winning, then it's going to be very, very interesting, because it's getting really, really. I mean, they just have to keep winning, and then just hope, like, obviously Wolfsburg drop points as well, because Leverkusen have managed to get themselves a little cushion in that top 4. So very, very interesting indeed, and it's top 5, I should say, top 5. So this game, very interesting game, very, very interesting game. I'm going to go for some goals. I think there will be some goals. I think both sides playing really, really well, attacking really, really well as well. I'm gonna go for a classic. Going to go for Bayer Leverkusen to get a second away win in succession. Going to go for a 3-2 win to Bayer Leverkusen. So that'll be very, very interesting indeed. So looking forward to that game for sure on Saturday. My game of the weekend as well. So Mnchengladbach 2, Bayer Leverkusen 3. Wolfsburg against Dortmund. Wolfsburg obviously getting a very late winner against Augsburg by 2-1. Dortmund thrashing Schalke 0-4 by 4-0. Wolfsburg, very, very good away win in the end against Augsburg. Obviously VAR was a bit of a talking point in that game because obviously Augsburg had a couple of goals, or they had a goal ruled out by VAR, and Wolfsburg took advantage of that and a very, very good away win as well. So they've just got to keep winning. Obviously, they are in the Europa League spot at this moment in time. Maybe they want to be in the Champions League though. That's probably what they want to do. But it's a very, very interesting game, this one, because Borussia Dortmund were absolutely sensational against Schalke, and it felt like they weren't away from home. They weren't away from this lockdown at all. Julian Brandt was absolutely sensational. Really, really excellent performance from him. Rafael Guerrero as well, I hope I pronounced that right. He was very, very good. So left-footed though, which is very, very weird. Obviously Hakimi as well. I thought Trent Alexander-Arnold was fast, and I thought that Pereira was fast. This guy is absolutely a speed. He is very, very good as well. So very, very good from Dortmund, and obviously Haaland as well. That is now 10 goals since he joined Borussia Dortmund from RB Salzburg. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant performance from him. And I'm going to say Dortmund will continue their takeaway from the 4-0 win. I think it'll be a tighter affair, this one, but I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Borussia Dortmund in the game. I think it'll be a very, very close one, but I'm going to go for Dortmund to just edge Wolfsburg out by 3-1 in that one. Freiburg against Bremen. Freiburg getting a really, really impressive draw away from home against RB Leipzig. And Werder Bremen getting absolutely smashed by 4-1 by Bayer Leverkusen. Freiburg, really, really impressive performance. Obviously, they took a very shock lead. And you know what? VAR again came into effect in that game because they could have probably won it. And probably the goal that was chopped off, I think it was probably correct decision in the end. But I tell you something, Freiburg were very, very good away from home, and I think they will take that into this one against Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen, unfortunately, this is why they are second bottom. They have now conceded more goals than FC Paderborn. Conceded the most goals in the league, and unfortunately, defensively, they were absolutely shocking. But I tell you something, Gebre Selassie, I said that he would be one to watch in the last video, and I tell you something, very, very good finish from him, from the corner there as well. But obviously Bremen just have to hope to, keep on like plugging away and obviously get results, and unfortunately that's not happening for them. But I think with the confidence that Freiburg took into that game against RB Leipzig, they were very, very good. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Freiburg in this one. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Freiburg. It'll be a very interesting game. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Freiburg. SC Paderborn against Hoffenheim. Obviously, SC Paderborn are getting a very good away point against Fortuna Düsseldorf. Hoffenheim losing 3-0 away at home to Hertha Berlin, which is probably one of the surprises of the weekend, I think. So, Paderborn, very good away point against Düsseldorf. It has to be said, they probably should have won that game as well. But that is a good point. That is a very, very good point away from home. At least they didn't lose, because obviously if they had lost, then they would be rooted at the bottom. But they've managed to give themselves a little bit of a chance there. And, obviously they they're obviously one of the teams that I've never heard of, but I have to say it was a very, very good away draw. Obviously 0-0 in the end, but it was a good game. Good game between the sides. Hoffenheim, I mean, my goodness me, 3-0 defeat to Hertha Berlin. I don't think anyone expected that, to be honest. I thought Hoffenheim might go into that game looking at a draw, but who knows what results we're going to get this weekend. But very, very interesting indeed. But I'm going to go for Paderborn to get something out of the game with Hoffenheim. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this game. And the reason I say that is I think Paderborn will take good thinking that they could get a win here. But just going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think it'd be a very, very close one. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in the game. And obviously we have the 5:30 game is Bayern Munich against Eintracht Frankfurt. Obviously Bayern Munich were 2-0 winners over Union Berlin. And Eintracht Frankfurt lost 3-1 to Borussia Mnchengladbach. Bayern Munich, I think it was a very, very... They look like they've never been away either. Robert Lewandowski again. I think we have to rename him Robert Lewandowski, as someone said on BT Sport the other day. Yeah, very, very good from Lewandowski, and a very, very good performance as well. Leon Goretzka, though, I think has forgotten to take a throw. I don't know what he was thinking, but that throw at the side of the pitch was absolutely woeful. So he should probably learn how to take throws. But Bayern Munich, to their credit, were very, very, very professional performance, because obviously they were very, very good. Obviously we all saw Alphonso Davies as well. They've just got a very good team, and obviously Thomas Müller as well. Obviously he had a goal ruled out as well, but Thomas Müller still very, very good. Eintracht Frankfurt, yeah, 3-1 defeat to Mönchengladbach. Obviously they did pull one back in the very, very ending of that game. And obviously, you know, Mönchengladbach got the third, but very, very good to get back into the game. But yeah, it was a very, very disappointing performance from them. But obviously, Andre Silva scoring, which is good to see as well. But you're going away to the Allianz Arena, bearing in mind there's obviously no fans as well. But I just think Bayern Munich could be far too strong for Eintracht Frankfurt. Eintracht Frankfurt are looking above the relegation zone quite. You know, they're looking over their shoulders a little bit, but obviously if Düsseldorf don't start to win games, then I think Eintracht Frankfurt will be safe. But they're definitely not the Eintracht Frankfurt of old, especially losing. I think it was 45 goals last season of Sebastian Haller and obviously Luka Jovic as well. They are struggling to get that, but I'm going to go for a 3-0 win to Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich will be determined to continue to win, especially with what's going to happen at Wolfsburg as well. So we'll see what happens with that one. But I'm going to go for 3-0 win to Bayern Munich. And we move into the Sunday games where we have Schalke against Augsburg. Schalke lost 4-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Augsburg lost 2-1 to Wolfsburg. Schalke, very poor performance, has to be said. Really, really poor. Yeah, Schubert didn't have a very good day. The goalkeeper, couple of mistakes. Obviously, the second goal, he basically has to hit that down the way rather than just play it straight to Bloomin' Brandt. And obviously, you know, the third goal, I think it was the third goal, it's right at him. It is right at him. He goes to punch it, and it's right at him. So it kind of makes me a bit relieved that he's not in the Liverpool team. Let's put brutally honest there. But yeah, do you know what? Schalke, they're coming back in front of the home fans. Sorry, well, they're back at home, I should say. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Very, very interesting. Augsburg, disappointing to lose 2-1 in the end. Obviously, they had a goal ruled out by VAR as well. But they were in the game against Wolfsburg. They were really, really into the game. And yeah, a bit unlucky to lose in the end, but yeah, I think they're pretty okay. I think obviously they'll be looking over their shoulders as well, but I just don't see them being in any relegation threatened form at all. So I'm going to say that for sure. So Schalke Augsburg, I'm going to go for a draw here. Just because I think Schalke just need to get on the board. Yeah, their form before the turn of obviously before football was halted, wasn't good. So don't score many goals as well. So that's one thing. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between the sides. I think it'll be a very, very close game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in the game. Mainz 05 versus RB Leipzig. Mainz coming back from 2 goals down to draw 2-2 with FC Cologne. And RB Leipzig drawing 1-1 with Freiburg, which was very, very disappointing as well. Mainz 05, well, all I can say is that defensively not great, but attacking-wise they looked really, really dangerous going forward. Obviously, big shout out to Taiwo Awoniyi, the on-loan Liverpool striker, scoring his first goal for Mainz. So very, very well done to him. But yeah, obviously Mainz getting a 2-2 draw. Very good in the end, because obviously they were 2-0 down. And, you know, obviously it was a very impressive game, that one. Lots of goals in that game. And, you know, obviously Cologne going 2-0 up as well, which was very, very good. But yeah, obviously, I don't think anyone expected them to get, come back from 2 goals down and get a 2-2 draw. So well done to Mainz there. RB Leipzig, yeah, very disappointing performance against Freiburg, it has to be said. Timo Werner missed a lot of chances in that game. Also, obviously, Yusuf Poulsen got the equaliser. But it was a very, very poor performance from RB Leipzig, and it's very, very interesting to see how well they're going to do, I think, is the other matter. But they have to win, because obviously they are looking over their shoulders slightly, because obviously Bayer Leverkusen are on their heels now, and obviously they are a point behind Mnchengladbach. So they've just got to keep winning and just hope that obviously Bayern or Dortmund slip up. But looking at both teams at the moment, I just don't see that happening. So I'm gonna go for a very narrow away win to RB Leipzig. I'm gonna go for a very, very narrow 2-1 win to RB Leipzig, and I'm gonna say Werner will get on the score sheet. So we'll see if he does. It's not, but we shall see what happens. But I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win to RB Leipzig. FC Cologne versus Fortuna Düsseldorf. Obviously, Cologne 2-2 against Mainz. Düsseldorf 0-0 with SC Paderborn. FC Cologne, all you can say is that they were very, very good in the first half, and then it kind of went to pieces. I mean, they did really play very, very well in that first half. Obviously, getting the 2 goals. And obviously it was very, very good. They were 1-0 up. 1-0 up at half time. But yeah, Cologne 2-2. Disappointing to lose a 2-goal lead. But it's going to be very, very interesting, I think, to see how well they do. Obviously, they are at home again. They're coming up against Fortuna Düsseldorf, I should say. I was about to say SC Paderborn there again. Dearie me. Fortuna Düsseldorf, obviously 0-0 with the SC Paderborn. Yeah, 0-0 draw. Not much to separate the two teams. Very, very interesting indeed. So really, really interesting as well. So, but I'm gonna say Cologne will win this game. I think they'll score 2, but I do think they will concede 1. I think it'll be a very, very narrow 2-1 win to FC Cologne in this game. But I'm gonna say that. So yeah, I think Cologne will win this one by 2-1. So that is it. That is my Bundesliga Matchweek 27 predictions. Done and dusted. I'll go through them very, very quickly as well. Hertha Berlin 2, Union Berlin 0. Borussia Mönchengladbach 2, Bayer Leverkusen 3. Wolfsburg 1, Borussia Dortmund 3. Freiburg 1, Werder Bremen 0. Paderborn 1, Hoffenheim 1. Bayern Munich 3, Eintracht Frankfurt 0. Schalke 1, Augsburg 1. Mainz 05-1, RB Leipzig 2, and FC Cologne 2, Düsseldorf 1. So that is it. That is my match week 27 predictions done and dusted. Obviously, guys, like I've said before, get your predictions in the comment section down below. Obviously, join in at home. Obviously, I've obviously left the template in there as well. So all you just have to do is basically copy your predictions in there, and just obviously put it in the live chat, or put it in the or you actually put in the Premiere, live chat, whatever you want to do. So, yeah, that is Matchweek 27. Now, one thing, a lot of people were asking me, should I do watch-alongs? Now, what do you guys think? Do you think I should do watch-alongs? And especially what games? Let me know in the live chat or in the Premiere. Let me know if you would like me to do a watch-along. Because I was very, very close to doing one last night. I was very close to doing the Bremen... Leverkusen game. So, do you want me to do Hertha Berlin, Union Berlin, or something like that? Obviously, that's Friday night, but... Oh, actually, no. I won't be able to do Friday night, but I could do Mnchengladbach, Bayer Leverkusen. I could do Wolfsburg, Dortmund. Give me your ideas. I could even do Bayern Munich, Eintracht, Frankfurt. Just let me know in the Premiere or the live chat or the comments. Let me know if you would like me to do a watch along. I'm happy to do one. Never done one before, but I would be happy to do it. I would be happy to do it. And obviously, thank you so much for the support in the last video. I think I've over 300 views now on that other video, which is absolutely fantastic. So, big thank you to everyone who continues to support me, support the channel as well, which is very, very good. And I'm glad to bring you the Bundesliga predictions. Obviously, I do wish there was a Premier League. I obviously do wish that, and obviously with the Scottish League ending as well. So that's one thing as well. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section if you would like me to do a watch along, and especially what game as well. So obviously, I will be back on. I will be back on Monday, because obviously there are games midweek next week. So looking at it, they want to finish the season by the 27th of June. I think that is doable. I think that is really, really doable. So we'll see what happens as well. But no, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot to me, and obviously my channel as well. Yeah, before you leave this video, please hit that subscribe button. If you are new around here, then please hit that subscribe button. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Smash a like on this video as well. And yeah, we will see what happens. Obviously, the Bundesliga came back with a bang. Maybe we'll have some very, very good games this week. And looking at the predictions, obviously I've given my predictions. I'm sure your predictions are better than mine. Let's see how you do. And obviously Johnny does Bundesliga. He obviously won last week. So obviously get your predictions in the comments or the live chat, and obviously I will do that as well. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. And enjoy your Bundesliga weekend. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting weekend. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Auf Wiedersehen. Stay safe. Save lives. Enjoy your football. See you all later. Auf Wiedersehen.